wanted to show you. So some of the stuff that was on the list, some, I mean, like I said, I was rushing, so I didn't go over everything, and it wasn't a list of stuff that I had, and it wasn't all stuff that I was going to buy immediately. But a lot of the stuff, like this, I didn't have. I needed to set that. I had that set. Well, let's see. I had that set so that it bought 140 shares at 322. And so if you, that's one on the list. I'm up some change right now. It's been up higher, but it's down. This one was on the list. I didn't have it. I just bought it today, a few shares. This was the main one that I wanted to get, that I was telling you that the actual earnings call was today. And they were actually doing the call while I was making the video. And what happened was, what did happen? I can't even remember. Basically, no change from last quarter. I think that's what the deal was. No change from last quarter. And so, I don't know if I said it on the video that I posted. I did say it on the video, but I couldn't post the whole video because I ain't had time to wait for it to upload. But what I was saying is that the rise in the stock price might have already been factored into, the earnings call might have already been factored into the rise in the stock price. Because see, it was a little lower and it went up over the weekend, and even though it came down a little bit, so that might have been people's anticipation of the earnings call right there, and then they got out of it. Because a lot of the people are, you see how little volume this is? Mostly day and swing traders look for 1 million in volume. That's not a lot of volume. Of course, the day is only half over, but anyway, people don't have as much interest in this as they do as in other things. See, this is 2 million. I got this today. I had this set at 140. It says that because I already had a couple of shares which I bought at 160 a long time ago. I just held on to it, so it's throwing my average cost up. And I just had the 2 shares because I knew it was a stock I wanted to keep tabs on. But as you can see, I could have sold it and made a few dollars, but I'm holding on to it because this is one of the ones that the earnings call haven't even occurred yet. And as you can see, it's on the 13th, and they already have an expected outcome of the earnings call. I need to check and see if that's better than last time, which it probably is, but no matter. This company, a lot of the analysts see it as a buy. It's because of the way the company is positioned. Well, we're not getting into all that right now. I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I had on my list. This was one I had on my list. I had this set for 100 shares at 190. It dropped down to 190, and so I bought it, and now it's up a few cents, $4.90. Again, and you see, not all of them is going to have this, because not all analysts are going to whatever contribute. Or the earnings call is coming up this week. Again, that's why I put that list up there, because I know a lot of the ones that I was looking at, the earning is coming. And so, for you, those of you who are looking, and instead of doing a lot of the groundwork to figure out what you want to move on, I'm just trying to help you out by giving you a jump start. These are some good ones for you to be checking out already. This one is something, as you can see, I bought a long time ago. This is one of the ones that has me way down. So what I try to tell people, they will look at this and they say, oh my God, I lost all this money. Well, you're only losing money if you sell it at this price. This company is well positioned. I don't necessarily favor what it's doing, what it does. The earnings is not until later this month. So this probably is going to get back up there before the earnings call. Provision of pharmaceutical business. Focus on development of novel products for treatment of inner ear disorder. You see what I'm saying? Even though this is, a lot of people has these problems, it's supposed to be hearing loss. I guess it might be hearing loss, but tinnitus and hearing loss. That is a big condition, but you know, it's kind of a niche. But still, they are well positioned, and they have some FDA approved stuff. I don't know if it's procedure or product or whatever. I don't make it a point of trying to occupy space in my mind and keep close tabs on this stuff and remember all the details. It doesn't matter. When I find information I like about a company, and therefore I like the company based on its positioning in the marketplace, then I'll notate it. Usually I notate it by buying one share, or I put it on my watch list. It's on my watch list here, it's on my watch list in Yahoo, because Yahoo Finance, I like the information that they provide in the way that it is easily decipherable. This is the one that is targeted for like $6. I didn't have that. I bought that this morning, 140 shares this morning. Average cost $3.22. The earnings call is coming on Wednesday, but they already have an expected situation as well. I think I already said it. Maybe I did. Yeah. I just bought that this morning. I just bought. Actually, okay, yeah. I was getting ready to say I don't think I bought these yet. No, I did. I already said that. This one right here, man. This is a strange stock, you might say. This is 28 cents a share. Why do I have 1,700 shares? Because it's cheap? Yeah, it's cheap. But nah, because of the way they position, man. Let me show you something. Let me show you why you like to use Yahoo Finance. Matter of fact, okay, this is Cancer Genetics, which is, let me show you, CGIX. And look at this information that they give you. View more data. Oh wait, the target is only $3, but it's less than $1. So that's tripling your money if it was to magically hit the target. We don't necessarily expect it to hit the target. I just love that there's so much room to move up prior to hitting the target, which means, you know, just if it go in the direction that people expect, then from where it currently is, that's profit. You gotta remember, no one really knows, man. It's just like the people trying to figure out the election. Like, even if they do polls and all that, when they try to tell you that the poll is going to say this, that, and the other, they don't know. I mean, you don't know. It's a guess. Because people can lie on the polls and all that. And plus, there's there's so many moving factors that the poll might say this, that, and the other. It still doesn't mean you can assume people are going to do this, that, whatever. Anyway, look at this company, man. Even you see the earnings, you see the revenue. That's a nice situation. Not many companies are like that. All of them gonna have this. I mean, a lot of them gonna have negative. This is negative. You see that, right? A lot of them only got negative earnings, low or no revenue. This company is making a lot of money. And the analysts are saying buy, no strong buys, but no holds, no underperform, no sales. So all of them are thinking you should buy. So is it a safe bet at only 80 cents a share? I think it's a safe bet. You have to use your own judgment based on your own risk tolerance. Well, let me show you this one. So this one, let me show you how this company is positioned. Now I got all these shares. The reason I got all these shares is for the same reason. This company, the way this company is positioned. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Oh, there it is. Wait, this is a good one too. But that's not what I'm... This one is a good one. I got this one. I ain't show you, did I? I know, man. Too much going on. And this thing is moving slow for some reason. 28 cents a share, right? Low volume on this right now. This is it ain't even a million. Average, not even 700, not even 3/4 of a million. Target is 20. I actually have a load to pick up. I thought I was coming to a factory or plant or something. They didn't say it was like a solar farm. It's kind of different expectations now. Well, I guess I better hurry up and run over here with these bills. Of course, I don't think it's really a need to do so, and I think this flatbed probably gonna end up, or it's probably gonna be over there getting unloaded before I do. Cause I run over here real quick and hurry up and come back before the market opens, and we'll look at these stocks and see what happens when the market opens. At least yesterday I was planning on selling some and showing y'all, because yesterday morning was the time to actually make a couple of dollars off of the stuff that I bought on Monday. Today really is unpredictable. Of course, some of the stocks had an earnings report yesterday, and some have one today. So we should have the same opportunity, but with different stocks. But some of them I don't want to sell. Anyway, we'll look at it. Gotta hurry up. I'm lower there.
Expect in the days to come, we're going to say, hey, Democrats raised unprecedented.
Right in my mouth. Now the stock market is about to open, and I ain't shot the video yet. I'm coming. Back in from the road, but you see all this traffic flying up and down this road. Oh, he said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Man, y'all gotta hurry up, man. So we got a load to pick up in High Point, going to Fort Worth. All right. Then we got a load in Fort Worth coming back to Raleigh. Then we might have a load Monday leaving from somewhere, I forgot where, North Carolina, going back to Texas. Yeah, that's cool. I hope you do me like that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's.
When you get out this time, make sure you put the vest on.
Oh, okay. You can see. That's one I didn't tell you to buy that. Because, well, it is a good. Well, I just didn't think about it. It is a great time to buy this stock. Cronos, this marijuana stock. They medical marijuana. They got a lot of distribution in Canada and everything. This has an earnings call November the 13th. You really should have bought it last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but it's still going to go much higher. But this is one of the ones I told you the other day to buy. I bought Monday morning. You see I'm up $5 on that one. This is one I told you to buy bought this Monday morning. You can see I'm up $4 on that one. And you see it's up and down. Yesterday, I think it was up at 3:30 yesterday. I'm not sure. I can't remember. This one I told you to buy. And none of these that I spent a whole lot of money on. I really wanted to demonstrate that to some degree it is easy. And I have to explain easy. Yeah. But right now, let me show you this. So that one's, and so the point is that if I would have spent, say, 500 or 1,000 on either one of those stocks so far, then I would have made more of a profit. This one, unfortunately, I'm actually down $7 on. So if I would have spent $1,000 on this one, it would be, I would actually be in the negative in an ugly way. But again, like I told you, the ones that I invest in like that, I invest in such a way that if this is in the negative, see, you only lose if you sell when it's down. The ones that's in the negative, the only thing I'm gonna do is not sell it. If I don't sell it, it's not going to be a loss. I'll wait till it come back up. That is, I believe it's gonna come up. And now if it doesn't ever come back up, then yeah, I lose. Another one coming. This is another one. Yesterday it was up. You can see it was up right here. $1.47. I actually bought it at $1.48. I actually bought it at $1.40.
You want to get some more?
So I was up. I was planning on selling some of this yesterday morning, but I was in a situation where I couldn't set, mess with it. This is one I told you to buy. I'm actually down on this one, but I had already bought this one. And so the price that I spent was higher than where it was on that Monday. But this is one of the ones that I told you, if I was you, I would put $100 in just this stock. Minimum. Because it's so cheap and the potential is high. Anyway, we got a lot of time to go to depth right now.
At first I was looking at the wrong slot, the wrong lane. I thought it was the other one. You just gotta swing wide.
Yeah, see, a lot of guys, when they start swinging that way, they get nervous and then they back up. And cut it again. You just going on around.
Okay, so this is something else I wanted to show you. Hopefully I'm not in your way. This is the earnings call. Now this company, all right, let me back up. Every quarter a company reports on how their business is doing. And if you find a company you like to invest in and you see how it's situated and see if the stock is up or down, and if the stock is down and you learn about the stock and it's a good company and they have gone through certain, like if it's medical, if they've done the trials and everything, then a lot of times people just follow the crowd. So just because the stock is down, it doesn't necessarily mean anything negative. It's just that nobody's paying much attention to the stock. It's not popular, whatever, for whatever reason. But if you know that an earning is coming up, which they do them 4 times a quarter, and it's a good company, the company is promising, whatever they're doing is promising, and the stock is down, then you want to buy prior to the earnings call, because, generally speaking, of course, because if the company is promising, then people are going to see that stock as an opportunity, as a good deal. And that's for larger larger investors who are going to include that stock in their portfolio, and for people who are doing the same thing that I'm doing, just buying and selling, trading, day traders, swing traders. You know, now one thing to look at is the volume. Okay. Immune Design is one of the companies I was telling you to invest in. I was down on that, and now it's come up a little bit. See, but anyway, this is the volume. If it's below 1 million, then you're really going to have less chances of being able to buy and sell at will, because the volume represents the number of trades, the level of interest in the stock. This is less than 1 million, so there's not as many people who are trying to buy and sell, as opposed to that one is almost half a million. This one is not one that I bought Monday. This is one that I bought at another time, bought way too late in the game, or that's not that's popular yet either. Okay, new beverage. I got this at a bad time as well, even though it says I'm up to date pre-market. But 3 million is today's volume already, and we just in pre-market. But as you can see, I'm down on this stock. I waited too late. I didn't do what I'm telling you to do. Like I said, you need to buy. Well, there's several things that play with this one. New Age Beverage is doing a lot of CBD infused drinks. So they are getting into the marijuana market. So it was going up for that reason, and then it was also coming into the earnings. Actually, I don't even think earnings was on the table. It was just that they had made some announcements on investment. Well, I bought when I was already on the trend going up. So I paid actually $8 for this stock. But what happened, let me show you something. So this is called dollar cost. And see, this is going to have an earnings call on the 13th. So what I'm hoping is that this will raise actually at least 2, and I should buy some, which is what I'm about to show you. I had spent way too much for this stock, which I flipped it the first time. I paid $7 for it, just a few shares, and I sold it at $8.30. And then I paid $6.95 for it. And then it dropped. I paid $5.81 for it. And then it dropped again. I paid $5.74. I mean, $4.74. So that's how I got the average that I paid down to $6.57. That's called dollar cost averaging. So even if you catch a stock at high that you pay too much for and it drops, what a lot of people will do is panic and sell, thinking that it's going to drop all the way to zero. But that's why you learn about the company first. Make sure you invest in something you don't mind holding on to if you need to. I gotta take this call. Oh yeah. Dollar cost averaging. So even if you end up paying too much for a stock, then if it drops, then what you could do, again, assuming that you checked on the company, you're just not blindly buying stock, is buy the stock when it's low, especially if you think it's got low as it's going to get. And if you buy and it's low and it goes lower, guess what you do? You buy some more, generally speaking. I'm not telling you just to blindly do that, but do your due diligence. I kept buying when it got lower because I believed that it would rise at least up to the point of which my average cost per share would be at after buying. You know what I mean? So in other words, if you bought at 8, if you bought 10 shares at 8, it drops all the way down to 4. If you buy 10 more shares at 4, then your average cost is going to be 6 instead of 8. See what I'm saying? If you buy 20 shares at 4, I think your average cost will be 5. I don't know. I haven't done the numbers. But oh yeah, they just taking it off the truck and setting it on the side. That's wonderful. That's what smart people do. See? He getting the truck empty so the truck can go ahead. Then he'll put the stuff away. Good looking out, folks. Good looking out, folks. But hey, y'all, that's all I'm gonna cover today with the stock thing. Got some stuff to do. For example, this stock right here, I was stuck in at over $11 a share, but I bought some more. It dropped all the way down, and I think I have a screenshot of how upside down I was. I think it was like $400 or something like that. But now I'm just down 126 overall. This says I'm up to date, but I'm down still overall 126 because my average cost is $10.78 a share and it's only at $9.58. Well, just this would have made some people panic. Just a week ago, that was at $6.80. See what I'm saying? And so now it's back up $9.56. I didn't sell because I knew that it would come back up. It took a while, and it actually caused me to put more money in the Robinhood than I wanted to put in it, but because I wasn't gonna sell, so I had to add more money because a lot of my money was invested in this one stock. Because, well, let me show you what happened. Oh, and this has an earnings, like I said, this has an earning call November 13th. So now it's going up because people know this earnings call date is coming. And I mean, that's just what happens. That's how it goes. Again, that's a Chronos Group is a marijuana stock, basically. What was I going to show you? Oh, the history. What happened? This is another thing you got to be careful about. Greed got me in that problem. I call it a problem. Got me in that situation. So right here in August, I bought. See here, I bought at $12.12. I already, you see that? 15 shares. That's $12.12. Wait a minute, did I buy it? Oh, yeah. 15 shares at $12.12. And then I turned around and sold. Wait. Oh, I know what happened here. Yeah, I had several things going on. So I actually took a loss. Let's see what happened. Yeah, I took a couple of dollars loss on this move right here because actually what happened right here, remember this is August and I'm still new to Robinhood and learning what I'm doing, and I bought using market instead of limited. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to buy when it dipped down and it bought at 12. So I'm like, screw that. I don't want to hold on to that at that price. So while it was going down, I turned right around and sold it as soon as I could at $11.85. So I took a loss right there, but it's because I figured that it might go down too quickly, but then it started going back up. So I said, all right, whatever. So now at least I'm going to try it again. But I bought it at $12.45, which seems crazy because I bought it at even higher. But I turned around, and I bought some more at $11.95. But then I sold at $13.30. You see? And so then, and I actually had made a, no, I didn't make a flip before then. So then it started going down. I bought again at $11.50. I sold at $12.50. Then I bought again at 1150 and 1083. And I sold at 12. But then I tried to make one more flip and I bought at 1130, 1129. No, that's not, that didn't make that. And I sold at 1185. That wasn't one more flip. And then I bought at 1150, 70 shares. See how I keep going up? Then I turned around and bought again at 968 because it was going down. That's how I got my average down. And then I bought again at some more at 968. I appreciate it, man. And I really appreciate the fact that y'all get this stuff off the truck so the truck can go. Hey, thank you, man. Oh, yeah, so I'm empty, bro. See this stop? Okay. So I told you, you gotta look at the big picture, right? I talked about part of the big picture. Doing your due diligence and selecting the stop. This is another part of the big picture when looking at the market and things that's going on that might influence